I was saving it for a good time.
What is it?
Big Chief. The best.
Welcome to the new episode, Big Chief. This is the Super Bowl edition. This is the 6th time we've been in the AFC Championship game. This is the 4th Super Bowl. This is what we do. I want to welcome y'all. And we're going to talk about some real things and some real topics. I want to welcome KoBayne, DJ, R Jizzle, and Algorithm.
What up?
How y'all doing?
Feeling great, man. How else should we feel, man? Super Bowl week.
Yes, sir.
Super Bowl week, man.
Super Bowl week. Now, going into this game, we have a bunch of positives and negatives. We got a bunch of media talk. We got a bunch of Vegas talk. But what you're going to get from this episode is we're going to get into the details of all of that. So, before we start this episode off, I want to ask each one of my co-hosts how they feeling about this game. So, to start this off, KoBayne, you looking fly, my boy.
Man.
Tell me how you feel about this game, and tell me what you got to say about this Super Bowl.
I'm feeling. Appreciate the intro. We definitely appreciate everybody that's deciding to join. Like, subscribe, make sure that y'all follow what the discussion is here, because you truly will have a unique perspective on what we talking about as far as the Chiefs Kingdom. And as far as how I feel, I mean, I'm grateful. I don't know about the rest of the crew here, but for me, again, as Pete described, we are in the bowl. But I don't take for granted the many, many years of challenges and struggles that we had to get to this place where it's an unbelievable amount of hate. There's an unbelievable, in my opinion, an unbelievable amount of dislike for this organization and for what's happening. And quite frankly, I'm somewhere in between the F your couch and the humble. And I hope these guys during hopefully this episode will give me stabilized into where I really should be.
That's fuck your couch. What'd you say? F your couch.
I say F your couch.
We're gonna respect our Jizzle's mama. She listens to it, and we respect mama.
Shout out to mom.
Mama R Jizzle.
Shout out to mom. Shout out to mama R Jizzle.
Yeah. So DJ. So I want to just get your opinion on how you feel about this game. Just a quick synopsis. Talk what you feel.
Man, I feel good, man. Like, it's been a long year. I was gonna say stressful, not quite. It's been odd. It's been different. I definitely believe that both squads earned the right to talk their noise. But as far as us, man, as not only the Chiefs fans, the city, the organization, man, I definitely feel and believe that this is where we belong at the end of the day. Not only does the players have the experience, us as a fan base has an experience. We're going to always stay and keep it classy. This is what we do. And, Patrick Mahomes said it. This is nothing personal. This is business. This is strictly business. This is a business trip. We're not done until we cross the line. Those all clocks are zero. We holding up that iron piece. And I feel good, man. I'm not going to say stressed at all. Like, to be honest, man, I feel this is where we belong.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that conversation later because I got a lot of conversations for all y'all. But R Jizzle, so before we get into that, if Mama R Jizzle is listening, I want you to tell her why you feel like there's a disconnect between the media, or just however you feel. Just tell me how you feel about this game.
First of all, thanks for the opportunity. Shout out to moms. I appreciate you listening. As far as what's on my mind this week, I haven't really been following media and all that because I know how it is. You see, as Nas once said, when you're on top, there's envy. So we on top right now, and everybody want to see our downfall. But we here where we supposed to be. So am I confident? Yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident because we got the best player in the world on our team under center. I'm confident because we got the best coach in the game right now on the sideline. And I'm confident in our players' experience. We're gonna go out there on Sunday and get it done. So I ain't got no worries. We supposed to be here. We supposed to go out there. And I'm confident that we're gonna do what we're supposed to do on Sunday and get Kansas City that fourth Lombardi and the third in the last 5 years.
Boy, look, I can dig algorithm. It's hard. Hey, like you said, I want to just hear how you feel. If you got any type of disconnect or you got any concerns or if the media told you some shit you didn't want to hear, talk to me about that.
No, I mean, first and foremost, as a longtime Kansas City Chief fan, Kansas City native, we just got to sit back and enjoy these moments. You know what I mean? We've had a substantial amount of success lately. And the main thing I want to express to all Kansas City fans and all our subscribers and everybody listening is that we cannot take a day for granted with Patrick Mahomes as our quarterback. We cannot take the Andy Reid era for granted. We got to enjoy every moment of it. That's why I told y'all not to go to jail. We here to enjoy it. We got to enjoy this because these things, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Kansas City is going down in history for the Chiefs. Not only for the Chiefs, but the Kansas City Chiefs. Now they're going to be on that historic level. They're up there with Burton and Charlie Parker. They're up there with the things that make. They're up there with barbecue now. Used to be Chiefs. We just had a football team. Now they're a historic franchise, official. And I think this Sunday, the culmination of a long season, like they say, the season is a journey, and this season's been one hell of a journey. You know what I mean? Man. We went from Mr. KoBayne saying we was gonna go 6 and what's the other number, 11 to whatever. You know, and they battled through. You know, man, we just gotta enjoy it, man. If you went to Vegas, enjoy it. If you're not in Vegas, enjoy it. We gotta enjoy it, man. We gotta enjoy every minute of that. That's my big thing with it, man. We gotta enjoy it, man. And we also gotta think about this. Hey, man, Mahomes might still have another 10 years left. You understand what I'm saying?
There ain't no mic to that. There ain't no mic.
In my defense, I the 6 and 11, that was during training camp when niggas was out there loafing.
We all know that you had the hot takes in 6 and 11.
I said that to show the journey from we were all at a point in training camp like, man, this shit ain't looking right. You know what I'm saying? No, this shit ain't feeling right and looking right. Kelsey out here acting like, you know, the nigga who could buy drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much going on.
Yeah. No. That's definitely right. And I want to thank y'all. Hey, listen, this show is nothing without y'all opinions. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and processes and how we do this show. That's how we're going to rock this shit out. So, going into details, we're going to talk first about the injury. So, like I said, the first segment is the injury. Do anybody feel any concerns about the injury?
Yeah, I mean, no Joe Tooney means that, you know, Allegretti, which, you know, he did okay against the Ravens. I think it's been stated multiple times that, you know, on paper, the 49ers, at least they front seven, they got a great front seven on paper.
But is they front seven great? Because on paper they're great, but in stats they're not great.
We don't know if we don't know which version of them is going to show up. You know, we can't take anything away from what those dudes accomplished individually. I told Derek this earlier in the week. They've been favored in every game that they played this season. Okay. They've been favored in every game. That's historic. So you mentioned injuries. You're talking about injuries.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with Rashee Rice in practice. You know, to me, that type of injury is like, was he going full speed? Was he loafing? We don't know.
No. He got stepped on in practice. We don't
know the circumstances around it. I ain't been able to see the video. I ain't been able to see any video around it. Let's hope he's able to go.
Oh, he's
that's
ready.
A concern. Joe Tooney, that's a concern.
Tooney's out.
And Tooney's out. We know he's out. So Allegretti in his role, that's a concern for me. And then, to be quite honest, and I know that's not injury related, but let's just put it out there. Our offensive tackle, that's a concern. And then,
that's not injury. That's not injury. So, I mean, I get you. I get your concerns. But like I said, DJ, you said injuries. Are you worried about injuries? Because you know that Kittle is limited in practice. Are you falling for that? Are you drinking the Kool-Aid that Kittle and Armstead and all them brothers is they limited?
Look, man, no banana in the tailpipe for me. You know, at the end of the day, we coming here to work. I'm not playing nothing. He's gonna be 100% Kittle, that is. And as far as our squad and the injuries, man, this is what we do. I'm sorry. We had a whole offensive line when we played in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. This is what we do. Allegretti, he can be a starter somewhere. It may not be here on a regular basis, but I got faith that his experience is going to carry us over the hump. And, honestly, again, I'm not worried. I would say the injury that I'm much more concerned about that's unspoken will be Jerick McKinnon, because
Jerick McKinnon.
that's that dude.
Yes.
That's
All
that
right.
dude.
Well, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
He's a product, I guess, of or ex-49er. So there's still some juice left, some hate there, or whatever the case may have you. But I'm much more concerned about
I won't count on him playing, bro. He's not going to play.
He might play.
But we know what to do.
Jizzle, is there any concerns on any team as far as injury, or will that be a factor in this game?
Injuries are a part of the game. Personally, if it's on the 49ers side, I really don't care about what's going on over there. That's none of my concern. As far as on our team, I'm concerned. I know he's going to play, but I'm concerned about Willie Gay and how is he going to respond? Because if you remember, he left at Buffalo and then he didn't play against the Ravens. Now, I know he's had 2 weeks off, but that's a concern there because we're going to need his linebacker play, with Christian McCaffrey. In the backfield for the 49. Okay. So that would be my number one concern is I know everybody talked about Tooney and that's a huge loss, but Willie Gay with Christian McCaffrey, that's my concern.
Algorithm. Are you worried about any injuries in this game? Both sides. Is any of that gonna be a factor?
As far as the current injury report, I'm not really concerned about any of the injuries. I mean, we can go down the list. Jerick McKinnon. I would love to see Jerick McKinnon take the field. He adds a new weapon and he adds a schematic change to give them something to think about on defense. But I don't think he's going to be healthy enough. It would be great, but I don't think he's going to be healthy. As far as Joe Tooney, I'm not concerned at all. Last week against the best defensive line in the NFL, all pro players, you know what I mean? Nick Allegretti proved his worth. When you think about it, you got to think about it like this. We signed Joe Tooney to a big contract, but we drafted Trey Smith in what was it, the 5th round? Am I right? Sixth round? Something around there?
5th round. Yeah.
So there was nobody expected Trey Smith to be as dominant as he has. I mean, he's really been dominant, to be honest with you. When do you see a rookie step into an offensive line lower? I mean, it happens, of course, but it's not common for a guy to step in and just be that impactful on the offensive line. So when you really think about it, Nick Allegretti would have been a starter at right guard. He's that good. So he's a starting caliber.
Okay. Exactly.
In my opinion. Exactly. Willie Gay, like I said, I'll just go down all of them. I'm not concerned about any of them. But as far as Willie Gay, I would love to see Willie Gay out there. But if he's not full go, if he's on a snap count, I don't think it makes a difference. I think just our defensive schematically, the way Spags has been successful against them, I think our defense will be able to hold up.
Okay.
On their side of the ball, I'm not even familiar with who they have injured. I'm with RJ. I don't really pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a lot. So, all right. So we talked about how we felt about going into the game. Now, I know everybody has an opinion about the media and how they project this game. So, we are the underdogs in this game. I want to get everybody's opinion about why that is. Because in my opinion, I feel like we're gonna beat the brakes off them. But let's just talk about why. KoBayne, why are the Chiefs the underdog?
I don't know, man. I think it's some type of hustle going on, or it's people are looking at the fact again. I keep bringing this up and mentioning it because I think it's important for y'all to deal with this, that the 49ers were favored in every game they played this season for a reason. I'm gonna give them their credit. Now, whether or not how far we go with that, and for me to discount my team as a result of that, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just speaking facts and reality. Okay. They were favored in every game that they were in this season. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, so DJ, so tell me, is there some type of because like I see Chiefs winning this game, we're gonna talk about that later. But why are they underdogs, bro? What's the problem?
It's really, really hard to say. Yes, and Kirk, I didn't even know that the Niners favorite in every game. I mean, that's good to know, and I don't know how other than the names that they have on defense, the splashes that they have at their skill position on offense. But even with that, though, bro, their defense is 15th, 16th in the league. It's just wild that you're putting the middle in the pack defense in front of Mahomes, not only hoping and praying, but leaning only on their skill to stop us at this particular point.
Exactly.
So it's hard to say, man.
No, I get it. And RJ, I want to ask the same question. what do you see that all of us don't see? Do you see something that the Niners have advantage wise, or what? What you got?
Well, if we're talking about us not being favorites, I actually like us not being favorites. I want us to be the underdog. I want us to be disrespected. I want for everybody to pick against us. That's what I want. I don't want us to get any national media respect. I want the disrespect to motivate us. That's what I want. We seem to play better when we get disrespect, but I will say this. The 49ers overall, they had a better year than we did. Now, do we have the best player in the world on our team? Sure we do. But overall, they had a better year. They were more consistent than we were this year. They didn't have the drops and the penalties on the offensive line that we did. So if you're taking a whole body of work, yeah, I could see the 49ers being the favorite, but they don't got Patrick Mahomes the second.
They don't. They don't. And they got Brock Purdy and algorithm. I want to talk about Brock Purdy, if you don't mind.
Let me answer that first question, though.
No. Go ahead. You know what? That was my. So, my question to you, like you said, come on, talk to me.
The Chiefs are underdog in this game, and I think it's for a couple of actual reasons. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes.
You got to look at one thing. When you go to the media, honestly, from what I've seen, a lot of people are picking the Chiefs. When they talk to NFL players on interviews in Super Bowl media week, a lot of players are picking the Chiefs. A lot of people are picking the Chiefs. So I think it's kind of even in the media. Now let's go to the underdog status, which is divided.
Not Chase not Chase Jamar Chase or dude in Baltimore.
I ain't worried about them. I'm talking about the people that's been in the media, like actually like interviewing on things, and know you get a guy on the couch, say, who you picking? I've been seeing a lot of people pick the Chiefs. I also saw I don't know if anybody y'all caught it. Incredible interview with Orlando Brown Jr. from Cincinnati.
I did.
Of course, that was a great interview, man. I didn't know that dude was so well spoken. He's a hell of a young man, and he kept it 100 about the Chiefs and about what he believed, and I respect that a lot out of him. But this is what I was going to say. The Chiefs are underdog for 2 reasons.
Hold on. We had to beat that out of him, though, because he was talking shit when he went to the Bengals.
But the thing is, we're going to talk about that later because I got Orlando Brown Jr. on this later.
Off with it.
He had some great conversation.
2 reasons. 2 reasons the Chiefs are underdogs because Vegas decides the numbers. So that's a whole different ballgame. 2 reasons. One reason is the probability that the Chiefs will actually be able to complete this feat and stay on a dynastic path. Your bettors and your gamblers are actually going to bet against Mahomes being able to do that because it's not something that's been done. When was the last time an NFL team went back-to-back? What was it, the Patriots?
Patriots, 04, 05.
So it's been a while. So the bettors, Vegas is betting against the team going back-to-back because that hasn't been the algorithm lately. You know what I mean? Okay. That hasn't been the norm. Another thing, we all know that San Francisco is closer to Vegas than Kansas City. So I got people out there. I'm really trying to get out there. I got a lot of shit going on this weekend, but it's going to be damn near a home game for the 49ers.
It is.
I guarantee you that. That crowd is going to be 70% San Francisco fans. Sure. So those 2 factors are the reasons why I believe the Chiefs are underdogs on the gambling side. Also throw in the fact that Kyle Shanahan's been here before, and Vegas tends to want to shuffle the deck sometimes when it comes to trends. Like one trend might not feel good, but another trend might feel good. I think that Vegas thinks that Kyle Shanahan's going to break through this time. That's why I think the Chiefs are underdogs.
But I don't. Okay.
I don't agree, but but the question was why would they even be underdogs when we know what kind of squad we got? Those are the reasons I believe that they made them underdogs.
So that's a perfect example. Like you said, you believe that the script writer might go ahead and say, Shanahan, get your bowl. And I can see that. I can see that. But let's talk about Purdy algorithm. I want to start with you because do you believe first, you know what? Let me just ask this question. Is Brock Purdy better than Alex?
At this point in his career, he's definitely on a better ascending level. Now, if you want to compare him to Alex Smith in his prime or the best seasons, I think Brock Purdy's better than him. He's led a team to the Super Bowl. He's led a team to the AFC Championship game. Alex Smith never did that.
Okay, all right. So that's not the wrong question to ask because that's definitely wrong. DJ, do you believe in Brock Purdy?
I mean, yeah. I short answer, yeah. I would have to say so.
You believe so? KoBayne, come on, man. Your brother is not giving me anything.
What you mean?
Tell your bro what
we know this.
Brock
let me
Purdy.
elaborate then, for that matter.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me
Come
just
on,
elaborate
man.
real quick.
KoBayne, you
So,
gonna stop in. Come on, man. Tell me what's up.
Just follow up behind me. So, do I believe it? I definitely look at, again, regardless of teams, regardless of individual players. Number one, like we gotta look at it like this. Any team that makes it to the championship game earned and deserves to be, regardless of how much we like it or dislike. They earned it. However, that's where that stops. However, once we start comparing position players to position players, that's going to be another argument, debate, topic, or what have you. So, do I believe in him? I believe that, yeah, he helped get his team to the Super Bowl.
He had to get to
Did he do it by himself? No. But did any other player do it by himself? He was a part of the pie.
KoBayne,
yes.
Do you believe in Purdy?
I mean, hell no. So here's the thing. So now if you go, I mean, this is a simpler way to ask this question. Game's on the line and your life's on the line, and you got Patrick Mahomes and you got Brock Purdy. Who are you going with? That's
everybody in the world knows.
That's a simple damn answer to that question.
That's the easiest.
The deal. Here's the deal. Now, if you say your life's on the line, you got Mahomes and then Brock Purdy. You got Brock Purdy, but then you also got CMC, and you also got Debo, and you also got IU, and you also got Kittle, and you also got a world-class defense. That's the deal. It's a team sport. So I get where Derek's point is related to, like, hey, we don't want to compare apples to apples in this type of situation. He did enough to get his team there. Maybe he just did enough, and he's the type of player that's just going to stay out the way and not hurt the team. Maybe that's the conversation. But all this making people feel bad for pointing out the fact that, man, this dude is overachieving in ways that we ain't never seen before, and he's surrounded by a system. And shout out to everybody who created that system, and shout out to him to be able to follow what the system says to do. He's just an A+ student. I salute you for that. But you're not my guy. You're not. You're not my guy.
All right, Jizzle, what you gotta say about that? Do you have any kickbacks against that or what?
I mean, the kid's got talent. The kid has led his team to a Super Bowl. The kid led a comeback in the NFC Championship game. Is he better than Mahomes? No. Is he better than Lamar? No. Is he better than Josh Allen? No. He's not. He's not better than Joe Shiesty or any of those guys to me. But the guy is doing what is asked of him to do in this system, and he's leading his team to the Super Bowl. And, it's not his fault that he's a 7th round pick. He's Mr. Irrelevant. That's not his fault. The 49ers are doing what you're supposed to do when you have a quarterback on a rookie scale. You have a quarterback on a rookie scale, you are supposed to go all in, surround him with elite talent, and try to go for broke and win it all. Because once you have to start paying this guy,
we got to start telling the truth on here. We got to tell the truth on here, man. He's willing to be he's willing to hold on. He's willing to follow the script. Why do you think they got rid of Trey Lance? Trey Lance, that's a risk. You take a risk because guess what? Either I follow the protocol the players call, or I get wiggly with my leg. I disagree with keep you on this team. We can't keep you on this team if it's a threat of you getting wiggly with your leg.
Listen,
you're gonna follow the script. That's what he's Jimmy Garoppolo. He's Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a system quarterback.
KoBayne.
Go ahead, RJ.
They got rid of Trey Lance because Trey Lance making like $10 million a year. And if you're gonna get better production out of a guy making a couple $100,000 a year, get rid of the $10 million guy and get you a player in there that can actually help your team win. That's why they got rid of Trey Lance.
Exactly.
They got rid of him because he was a threat to run and to get outside of what Shanahan's play calling is.
I disagree. Because you gotta look at it like this. We have to tell the truth about Brock Purdy. If Brock Purdy was drafted in any other round and he had the production that he had now, he would be considered one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL like he is being considered now.
Exactly.
It's a fact. I've watched the kid. The kid can fucking play.
Fact.
Yes, he can play. The reason Trey Lance isn't there is part of what RJ said. He's getting paid too much. And another reason Trey Lance isn't there is because there's no way from a PR perspective are you going to bench Mr. Irrelevant, one of the greatest stories for the, I'll put it like this, for the dominant society to root for. He's not going back to the bench. He took that team to the NFC Championship game, and if they hadn't got hurt, they probably would have won that game. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I love Jalen Hurts, but it would have been a closer game for sure. The thing that makes Brock Purdy not nowhere near a Patrick Mahomes level is this thing right here. Brock Purdy is a product of the system. Okay, that system has proven to be highly successful with other quarterbacks. The thing I believe makes Brock Purdy so good in that system is that the cast of characters that they have running the system now is at a high level.
Okay.
At a high level. That's the reason I don't believe he's on Mahomes' level quite yet. But you got to get Purdy his due, man.
Quarterback. It's not a quarterback on Mahomes' level in playing right now. But let's move on. So let's talk about Pat. In the same way we talked about Purdy. Okay. What does this mean to Patrick Mahomes? Algorithm. What does this mean to Pat?
This Super Bowl, I think this game means a lot to Pat. I think this allows Pat to see himself in the space that he wants to see himself. I believe the young man wants to be great. I believe that he wants to be, of course, the greatest Kansas City Chief in history. But I think he also wants to go down as the best NFL quarterback, NFL player in history. DJ. And I believe that his legacy is important to him. And I think he's going to have a hell of a game, man. I mean, I know he's going to have a hell of a game.
That's going to have a hell of a game. Come on, man.
He's a generational talent. You know,
all y'all talk about it.
He's the best player ever. He's the best NFL player ever.
KoBayne or Jizzle, I want y'all to go in order. Talk about Pat. We just talked about Purdy. His bum ass. To me, he's a bum. Let's talk about the great Pat.
I mean, I really believe that, again, this is where we're supposed to be. This is where we belong. And what better way to do it with the best, like the greatest player debatable in sports history. I mean, it's wonderful, as Algorithm said earlier. Definitely have to hold strong and enjoy these moments. But I got a feeling from I haven't listened to all the interviews or what have you, but I really believe our squad is about business, and we're gonna take care of business. So Pat, him being our captain, the bright lights is where he shines best. Even when we lost, this is where he shines best. So he's I'm confident, man.
KoBayne, I want to talk about. Let me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you this question. I want you, because you a very intellectual guy.
I don't know about that.
Does championships win games? I mean, I'm sorry. Does defense win championships?
I think it can be true. I think it depends on the year. I think it depends on the circumstances. I think teams, at this point, complimentary football wins championship. I'm going to give you a quick example. Let's just go right back to the most recent, when we were on the field against the Baltimore Ravens. And this might speak to y'all point about Allegretti, too. If y'all look at the film, he was getting his ass kicked that second half of that Ravens game, and Mahomes could have took some chances and put our team in some real tough situations and circumstances. But he took, he threw the ball away. He took sacks in some certain situations. He did what he needed to do to control. They call him a game manager type shit, over this past couple of weeks. I'm saying all that to say this: complimentary football. Our defense was out there basically bullying the bully, and he did just enough to get us over the finish line. That third down. You go back and listen to the mic'd up episode. He went on the sideline and said, because they were going to keep running it and kneeling it or whatever. And then he said, what did he say? He said, give me the ball.
Give me the ball.
And it's complimentary football. It ain't necessarily just defense. Ain't necessarily just offense. Ain't necessarily just special teams. It's what every unit and every player in that unit committing to every single play to make sure that we win instead of lose every single play.
No, that's an excellent description of that. And like I said, because they've been saying defense win championship games, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but they have compared the Kansas City Chiefs defense to 02 Bucks, the 2000 Ravens, and the 2013 Seahawks. So all those defenses won the ball. They all won the ball.
I don't understand why we can't just be us. Why do we got to get compared so much?
That's just what it is.
Because I'm gonna just get one quick. Let me just get one quick nugget. P. So somebody look it up. Does McDuffie have a pick all season?
McDuffie is an all-pro, and
I understand it. No, I'm asking a question. Does he have a pick? No. He has 0 interceptions. He got 1?
He got 6 forced fumbles.
Okay, so again, the comparison thing to me just don't work. We are who we are. This is something different.
Yep.
I think the sooner that we accept from our quarterback to our head coach, to our front office, to our special teams, to the water boy. We something different.
No, that's
Stop
fact.
comparing us.
No,
We
that's
are
fact.
something different.
So let's talk about. Listen, that's absolutely fact. But and on this show, the greatest show on Rack. This is the greatest show on Whack. But we still got to talk about the Niners and they defense. So I don't know if y'all did anybody catch the Niners coach talk about the F? Did anybody catch that? RJ, you catch that? No. Did anybody catch what they said? So RJ, I want you to answer this question because I'm gonna tell you what he said. So the coordinator for the Niners talked about now in the NFC Championship game. This is just the last game. The coach talked about players and the lack thereof. Okay, they're going to the NFC Championship game, and their coach is talking about they lack effort. Okay, do you feel any type of same with the Niners defense? Have you been catching up with the Niners defense?
I mean, I think they just came. They've shown vulnerability throughout this year. I mean, the Ravens went out there and punched them in the mouth. They came in and went into their house, kicked in the door, went in the refrigerator, made a sandwich, had a glass of milk, and wiped their dirty shoes on their couch. Green Bay was in the game too, and if they had if they had probably a better quarterback, they probably win that game. Lions, if they coach, wasn't too busy trying to put the nail in the coffin, they was in that game. So as good as this defense, and I don't want to take anything away from it, they got names over there, but that defense has been getting work. They got a lot of names over there, but they've been getting work, and that secondary ain't really hitting like people think it is. I mean, they got Bosa and they got Fred Warner,
Ward,
but Ward, they.
Ward, he's solid.
Ward's solid. He's solid. Which one? Which one? Jimmy or Shaveri?
The DB. The DB.
Oh, okay.
But algorithm. Talk about Pacheco.
Pacheco. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is I don't think Pacheco has a big game this week.
What?
I think the game plan. I think the game plan flows in a way to where Pacheco probably still gets his touches. I think he'll be I think they're gonna use him more effectively in the passing game this week. I don't think this is a heavy Pacheco game. I think this is a Patrick Mahomes game. I'll say it again.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes game. But what Pacheco brings, he definitely could end up having a big game though. If the game now that I think about it, he could end up having a big game if the game goes the way I see it, because he'll end up getting more touches. Because I believe we'll get up on him a little bit. So he could have a big game, but put him on the field. San Francisco, with the way their defense is playing, like you were saying, with the coach Steve Wilkes, black defensive coordinator, great coach. He should have been a head coach already right now. He did what he had to do. If they don't win this Super Bowl, he's going to get fired. So he had to get out there and tell them, look, the way y'all played last week, these last 2 weeks was terrible. We got to do better or we're not going to beat Kansas City. So I like that he did that. I like that. That shows that they know they're not ready.
DJ, talk about Travis Kelce.
We already know. I mean, Travis Kelce, they better beware. I mean, we already know. Again, we can already see that this locomotive man has already been in stride starting the time that we suited our boots up in that wild card. Again, when those lights come on, I can't say any more other than that. I mean, again, experience matters in these games, and we have been tuned up. We have got our oil change ready. We got some new tires on the whip. Sun just came out. We about to drop the top on these boys. In the Bay Area. I'm so sorry, E4O, but Techneezy's about to get it on you. So, hey.
That's what's up.
Y'all see Technology Strip Club on TMZ?
Sir.
Y'all see Technology Strip Club?
KoBayne. Talk about your boy Wright.
Tell you about who?
Talk about Wright.
I'm concerned, man, about what happened in practice. I don't know if it was a walkthrough or if it was
he got stepped on
speed. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. To me, that's a lack of focus.
He stepped on his ankle, bro. He got hurt. He's done. He's not concerned. He's not hurt,
bro. He needs to. We gonna have to rely on. I mean, listen, man. I figured that we would be at a place now where we knew exactly kind of where our production would be a wide receiver. We're in the Super Bowl, but I honestly don't know. And anybody that's saying that they know, matter of factly, is not being real, man. MBS out of nowhere in the postseason showed up, which we appreciate.
That's what you always do. That's what he does.
No,
But
always.
we know where
No,
we
always.
know
We
where
don't
it's
know.
coming from.
When
Kelsey,
we
it's
picked him
coming from
up, that's when
Kelsey
he
and
shows out.
Rice. Stop algorithm. Let me ask you a question.
He's
bro.
on mute. He's on mute. You on mute. You on mute, bro.
Hold on, I got it. Let me
No.
take it now.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Nah, that's what MVS does. MVS, last year he came in. He made a big difference in the playoffs. He basically
the
took the
playoffs.
place of Sammy Watkins. Remember Sammy Watkins came in the first playoff run,
Yes.
the first Super Bowl champion?
Yes.
He still wasn't the leading receiver going into that game. Sammy Watkins was eating
But-
up yards and catches, making big plays. So
But let's talk about this.
I-
Let's talk about this before we go on. How you feel about the offensive weapons or the 49ers?
or
Yeah,
oh,
you.
none of them really scare me because they're all mutable. I believe Debo and Brandon Ayuk. They're a little better than the Ravens, of course. They're better than the Ravens at that position, but Snead and McDuffie and our secondary, I think we're too much for them. Once again, I think we're too much for their skill guys. George Kittle, of course, is one of the best tight ends in the NFL. If anybody on their team that would probably make a difference, it would be Kittle, I believe. Christian McCaffrey's mutable. You can shut Christian McCaffrey down. We know it. We know that. We can shut him down.
Are you worried
I had
about
hot take.
are
Y'all
you
said I
worried
had
about-
hot take.
We can shut him down. What the Chiefs, what Spags has been known to do is Spags has been known to, if a running back is coming out dominant, usually it'd be them backs that sneak up on us. But the big name backs never had big games against us. Derrick Henry, you can go down the list. The big name backs never have big games against the Chiefs. Josh Jacobs snuck up and got a pretty good game this year.
Yeah, say Josh did.
P, let me ask you a question. What makes you think, this is any of y'all, what makes y'all think that San Francisco is not going to come out with the best game and the best game plan all season, knowing that we took their soul 4 years ago or however many years ago, knowing that everybody is, although they are the favorite, let's be honest, man. Route, you said it earlier, algorithm.
Man, look. I understand you trying to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Practical, and you trying to make sense of things. That's how you are. You need shit to make sense. This is what I'm gonna tell you. We just better than them, man. It don't matter. You're right. You are absolutely right about everything you're saying, Kirk. They're gonna have their best game plan. They're gonna be on the money, and sometimes your best just ain't good enough. It just ain't good enough.
Let's go back and think about the Buffalo Bills every time we played them in the playoffs. Let's go a step further and think about the last time that we played the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Miami. It's just not going to be good enough. Not to discount anything that their players aren't, but it's just, again, man, it's different when it counts.
Because
I'm
I'm gonna tell you
some top key players, man, but it's just
and then I don't know when we're gonna get into the real analysis. I just think that the opportunity for Shanahan to prove himself. We've seen coaches and these new age coaches. These new age coaches want to make a name for themselves so much that they end up blowing it, man.
Yep, let's change
I
it.
guess we're gonna talk about that part later, our analysis. But you're
what
right, Kurt. They're gonna have their best game plan. Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy's gonna have a good game. He's gonna have an efficient game. It's just not gonna be enough. It's just not gonna be enough.
Go ahead, Arjus.
Like Algorithm said, man, I get what you're saying, but them Derek been talking about this every episode, man, that we done. Experience. Every episode. These boys ain't been here before, and who did they play on their way to this Super Bowl that's even touching us? Jared Goff, Jordan Love, no disrespect, but them dudes ain't won 5. They ain't got Andy Reid on the sideline. And Spags is what this kid gonna be out here, man. Coach, we ain't see that. We didn't see that. I didn't see that in the film. Spags is about to put on a map. We about to see a master class in defense. We're gonna attack that weakness, which is that right side of that line. Because we ain't doing that with Trent Williams. That left side, we might as well leave that alone. Brock Purdy gonna be getting hit. We're gonna make Brock Purdy
night over there.
But the right side of that line, talk to him, RJ. It's susceptible to pressure.
It's weak. It's a weak side of the line. The kid's not gonna want to make any mistake. He don't really have he don't got no authority to change things. Hold on. Do you know how much disguising that we do with our defense? That kid ain't got no authority to change nothing. He got to do what Kyle calls.
He's not ready, bro. He's not ready.
And Spags is about to have this kid out here confused.
Bro, we just beat the MVP, and Lamar wasn't the unanimous MVP. there was one bum ass nigga who had to. I'm sorry. There was one bum who had to vote for Lamar. Josh Allen. But at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson got all of the votes, and then Josh Allen got one. Did we not just beat both of them? Where was Purdy in that whole conversation?
Well,
but let's go on.
He dropped off at week 15. That's what it was.
Let's go on. Let's go on. And let's not talk about the fact that what did the Ravens do to them when it was Sunday Night Football? It was prime time. It was the Ravens Niners, number 1 seed versus number 1 seed, with that defense comparable to the Chiefs defense. What did they do to the offense of the Niners?
That was the game that made me really for sure that the Chiefs should be the Super Bowl favorite. That game proved to me.
But we're not, though. Somebody explain to me why we are not, because we're not.
I just told you why.
We just told you why.
Vegas is another game. That's a whole nother game.
So check it out. So
I guarantee you tomorrow and Sunday, you're going to see a lot of people picking the Chiefs to win. I think, like I said, I think this is that moment where we go from, okay, they're winning Super Bowls, the organization has changed, the media is not accepting of us. I think this Super Bowl win pushes us over to that level where it's like, okay, they the Lakers. You know what I mean? They the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? That's who they are now.
The reason why we're underdogs is because Vegas wants everybody to bet for the Niners.
Yep.
That way, when we win, they collect. That's it. Because do y'all know that the bettors decide the lines of the game? Do y'all know that? Do y'all all know?
Still on the Niners.
Yeah. I also think we got to be mindful of the referees in this game. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I think this is gonna be a tough call game for the Chiefs. I think we're gonna get a lot of penalties.
No, there's no call.
I think we're gonna get some unnecessary penalties this game, man. I'm looking at the marketing that's going on. Listen. If in anything, especially sports, pay attention to the marketing. Pay attention to the way.
Here's what I don't want to do. I hear you, bro. But I've been looking at social media. I've been looking at the threads. The Niners interviews over the last 2 weeks. They came out day one when they knew it was going to be a matchup and started talking about their owner, Jed York, or whoever the York dude is, saying we got away with hoes during the last Super Bowl that we had.
Yes, that's
and they hold a lot. They also came out and saying that. I don't want to fall down this trap of because we didn't get no credit for beating the Eagles.
You see what I said? Pay attention to the marketing.
How much complaining?
There you go. There you go. What about pay attention to the penalties this game. Mahomes is going to have to play exemplary.
Man, there ain't going to be no penalties because what Goodell said was that in the playoffs, just don't call nothing. And I respect.
They're not going to
don't call nothing. Don't call nothing.
I didn't hear that.
I don't think he said that.
Nothing.
I didn't hear that.
Look at the last game. Do y'all okay? So we all keep it real on this show, right? Was that not pass interference on the Chiefs when they threw the ball in it when they intercepted that ball? Deion Bush intercepted that ball. Was that not pass interference on that play?
No, that wasn't
uncatchable. All was uncatchable.
Yeah,
yeah. It wasn't. What was pass interference when old boy grabbed Mecole Hardman against the Bill? That was pass interference.
Bro, do you So do y'all not see where the tight end got ran over?
About Likely against what's his name against Mike Edwards?
He got ran over.
Oh no, Likely is different.
Over, bro.
I tend to think so. However, it's a 50-50. I'd say 50-50. It could have been called yes because he grabbed him prior.
It's sloppy route. He didn't stick the curve. He rounded the cut. Bring to my guy. I can't help that.
Yeah.
Get your receiver coach up. Get your tight end coach ready.
Yeah.
Coach him up.
Go back and look at the film on that one play where Bush intercepted that pass. Bro,
that wasn't passing.
Not on the interception.
Okay, so let's just move on.
Not on the interception.
What is the 49ers? So everybody go. What's the 49ers offensive game plan in this game? Starting with R. Jizzle. Go ahead.
I think the 49ers they got to get their guys out in space. So they're going to spread them out. I see a lot of screens. I don't see a lot of deep passing. I don't think they're going to have enough time for deep. It's going to be short, quick, and they're going to let their playmakers make plays. That's what they're going to do.
Okay. KoBayne, what you got?
One more time on the question. My bad.
No, my question is, What's the offensive strategy for the Niners?
I mean, if they smart, they're gonna try to exploit where we have had challenges, and that's running the ball, and trying to gash us. We've given up, I'm not gonna say substantial, but a decent amount of yards. So if they get CMC going and they can keep the ball away, keep Mahomes keep Mahomes off the field. That works in their favor.
DJ, CMC, he balled out this game.
I definitely agree with Kurt specifically because that's the lack of what the Ravens did not, which is run the ball. And when they did, it was effective. Go back and take a look at the Bills game. It was effective when they did it. The plus side with both of those two past quarterbacks is they were running quarterbacks. So I don't know if they're going to dive into the book of having Purdy run, but clearly that is our weakness as a defense, run the ball.
Algorithm. Do you believe that Debo, Samuels, and Ayuk can get money on this Chiefs defense?
If we don't bring our A game, I think they can do something. But if you just go player for player, from what I've seen from Ayuk and Samuel and McDuffie and Snead in our secondary, we have the advantage. I will say this, though, as far as what y'all was speaking about earlier, the game plan for the 49ers, I think that the game plan is going to be pretty, exotic. I think they're going to come out and try to throw some different type of formations, a lot of motion.
Bunch of cute shit.
And I think they want us to believe that they're going to try to overpower us with Christian McCaffrey. But like I just said before, in the NFL, coaches are just like players, especially the young. Pay attention to this trend. Pay attention to this trend, fellas. The younger the coaches, the more the coaches think like the what? The players. So the players want to win, but they also want to win with give me the damn ball, right?
Right.
Young players want to be a factor of the success. And I think now in the NFL, you're seeing a wave of younger coaches want to put their stamp on a win. So I think Kyle Shanahan comes out here and says, I got Brock Purdy. I'm going against Big Red.
And
it's me and Big Red. And I'm finna use my guy to the extent of making him the star, the same way they tried to make Jimmy G. So I think their game plan is going to be pretty exotic. I see a lot of play action. I do see a lot of screenplays because what do screenplays do? They equal completions for the quarterback. They equal potential big plays for the quarterback. So I see a lot of screens. I see a lot of play action. I see a lot of Debo in the backfield moving around trying to confuse our linebackers and to try to get Spags and the defense to tip off what they're doing. Because, you put a guy like Debo in the backfield, if you're in man, there's going to be a big adjustment with your linebacker and your DBs. You motion him in the backfield.
But not really.
When he's outside, they're going to try to get us out of nickel. I tell you that right now.
But if he's in the backfield, you can still stay in man.
No. What's what I'm saying? I see them moving Debo around. Like you say, you line up. Say you in trips. You got a running back or whatever. Debo motions out of the trips back to the backfield. That your defense is going to tell you what they're doing when Debo does. You see what I'm saying? I think they're going to try to do some things. What they're going to try to do? They're going to try to use players and movements to make it easy on Purdy to know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, like we all said, they're going to try to confuse Purdy. Spags is going to confuse Purdy. The way that they're going to counteract that is by moving a lot of shit around so then Purdy can figure out, okay, y'all are in man. Y'all are in zone. That guy is coming. So I think that I think the game is really going to come down to the defensive game plans for both teams. I think both defensive coordinators will have to, they're going to have to do some shit. Especially Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks going to have a job on his hands, bro.
Game plan for the Chiefs. I'm talking to our Jizzle.
Mm-hmm.
What's the offensive game plan for the Chiefs?
Heavy killer, heavy Trav.
Heavy
49ers.
Heavy what?
Trav, 87.
Killer Trav.
Trav.
Heavy Trav.
Heavy Trav. 49ers like to do a lot of zone. Trav eats up a lot of zone. So if they stick to what they normally do, or what they've been known to do, I expect a big day from Kelsey. I'm also expecting a big day from MVS. I'm really expecting a big day from him.
I don't know why.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. MVS is he's not gonna have a lot of catch. He gonna have 2 to 3.
He ain't.
big catches, and one of them gonna be for a touchdown.
Oh,
One of them gonna be
shit.
for
If you
one of them
take
gonna be.
MVS for a touchdown, that's like plus 50,000. So
MVS score, we definitely
if MVS score,
hoisting the
it's a wrap.
Lombardi.
Yeah,
It's a wrap.
Hoisting
MVS.
the Lombardi.
If he don't get us the score, I'm just saying, man. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's because I watched highlights from the AFC Championship game last year against the Bengals when MVS went off, and maybe just because he fresh on my mind.
Yeah, he had a good game.
But,
he had a great game.
But I think really our offense is going to be the defense is going to get a turnover or two.
Okay.
Defense is going to get a turnover or two.
Tell me about how the offense is going to play in this game. What? Give me an X factor. Give me an X factor on this offensive game plan.
X factor. Wow. I'm gonna go X factor. I don't really know if Pacheco would be an X factor. I just think that we should try to sustain a game plan that includes a regular and heavy amount, not heavy, but a consistent amount of running the ball, man, to keep ourselves balanced.
DJ, why the 49ers keep crying, bro? Why they keep crying about the damn practice field and blah, 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 blah. What's going on, man?
They put it out there, man. You know, we got to have something to lean on to say, here's why we didn't do it. Here's why we wasn't 100%. I mean, I don't know if they looking for, sympathy. I have no idea, man. Like, I don't know. And look, Joey, like, he brought Bosa. He brought it up earlier in the week. They like to hold. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, really, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea, like, what it is that they trying to gain from it. But end of the day, man, like, I commend our squad, our organization, our players on being professional, right? Who knows if we have the same thing that they're enduring? Who knows? But we here to play the game.
I know.
Like Andy said,
last year we had to play on a college,
right? Like everybody else did, Andy has told, Andy told our boys, I don't care if we playing in the Burger King parking lot. Let's strap up and go.
So let me ask this question to every one of y'all. So the media dictates. So Vegas dictates the line. Okay, so San Francisco is the favorite to win, and I just want to ask each one of y'all. I don't see them winning the game, right? I'm looking at the game, and I'm like, damn, I see this, and this. So tell me why the Niners can win this game.
Come on, bro.
I say, come on now. Come on. You got it's a legitimate question. Let me start it off. Look.
I love
it's a legitimate question. So listen. How can they, the only way that they can win is if they catch us slipping. That's it. There's no way that they can't win. But since we gonna go there, how can they?
So
they gotta catch us slipping.
Algorithm said he got the answer. What he got, bro?
All right.
No, I was totally agreeing with young Proctor over there. That's what I'm agreeing with. The only motherfucking way they got a chance.
Only way.
Excuse me. Sorry, my language. We respect my language. Sorry, my language. The only way they got a chance at winning this game is if the Kansas City Chiefs show up unprepared. And now that I know, which we ain't talked about yet, which is the key to everything. Now that I know for sure, each beat is in the motherfucking building. Sorry for cursing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I said a minute 7. Let's go.
Facts.
Y'all want that smoke? I want that smoke.
Big facts.
He said, y'all want it? We here.
Now let's think about it. Y'all saw that game last week. Wasn't that the most balanced and disciplined offensive game you've seen all year, even though we only scored 17 points?
Yeah, they snuck that up on everybody. EB slid on through.
EB. I love the talk that I'm hearing from people that if Andy Reid does what he does, that the Chiefs gonna look for EB to be the head coach. That's what we need. We need to start manifesting.
We've been saying that in our group. We've been saying that in our group chat for a while.
Let me ask this. Would y'all rather have
EB been saying that? But now it's coming. It's coming.
Or Bill Belichick?
I'm taking EB over anybody. I'm taking EB. Only coach I take over EB is Mike Tomlin. That's it.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin hard.
I take Mike Tomlin over EB, but if it ain't Mike Tomlin, I'm Ken Fox.
You're not taking Bill over EB?
Nah.
I almost said
got a job right now, bro.
I almost said a real bad word right.
Bill ain't got a job right now, bro.
Yeah, I said that. I said that weeks ago.
No.
That says
nobody picked Bill up.
Analysts
Nobody
know
picked
that.
And they
Bill up.
not. And they
Nobody
not.
picked
They
Bill
won't.
up.
They not, man. I'm
He's
sorry.
not. He gonna guess what he gonna be doing.
But
He
So,
gonna turn himself into one of the
hey,
greatest analysts because I think Bill
Nitty.
Belichick is one of them smart
Nah.
mouth mugs who
Hey.
love making jokes and shit. And if you talk to him, he's funny as hell. He gonna be an analyst and he gonna be a star. But he's
let me
not
ask you.
coaching
Nah.
no more football.
I
Let me
don't
ask you
even
one
get
question.
that.
Let me ask you one question. Somebody
I
chime
don't even
in.
get that.
Who? This is the question that's been asked on Super Bowl Row. Who has the most pressure? Who needs to win this game? Who has to win this game?
I'll go first. Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan has the most pressure. Period. And I'm gonna leave it just like that. We've won the Super Bowl. Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches in NFL history. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks. Kansas City Chiefs have won 2 Super Bowls in the past, 4 years? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Person on Kyle Shanahan
Yeah.
hasn't performed in the big game. There you go.
Bingo.
Okay.
I agree.
Right.
And I say with that, to add on to that, I think that Mahomes wants it more to prove those naysayers. Here's what we can still do without your Tyreeks, okay? Without your Juju, without that number one or any other vet wide receiver that they told us that we needed to get grabbed while we playing Tony and whomever else. He wants it more to prove those guys that competitive prick, boy.
Okay. So KoBayne, if that's the case, if it's more pressure on Shanahan, do you feel like if we lose this game, will you be upset? Will you be mad about that if we lose this game?
Man, I mean, you asking me, man. I'm upset if we don't get our drills right, man. In practice, I'm disappointed. So I'm probably not the best person to ask this question to, but I would just say
He
that.
ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I would just say that.
He ain't
I would
lying.
just say that, man. You don't come. I mean, I think about everything that goes into, and I'm not no professional, player or anything like that, but I have a sense of what they put into this season, man. What they put into trying to get to this, to get to this part of the mountain. To lose would be devastating.
Okay.
And I think Mahomes has said that he don't.
Okay.
He wants to escape that feeling of losing more than the feeling of hoisting the championship.
I got you.
Hoisting the trophy. So
I got you. Or just so like KoBayne said, the fact of losing could be heartbreaking. So in your opinion, and I want you to be honestly on this show, be 100% real. Vegas got the Niners as the favorite. Do you see the Chiefs winning this game?
Yes, absolutely. My confidence hasn't wavered. I'm confident that the Chiefs Sunday night and about 48 hours from now, we're going to be celebrating a third Super Bowl victory in the last 5 years.
Okay.
I'm very confident, especially what the algorithm talked about. When I found out that EB was in that Ravens game, I was like, man, I wasn't even nervous at all about that game at all. It was just an overwhelming sense of calm and peace. Even though we only won 17-10, it was still overwhelming calm and peace. And I know that he's going to speak to them this week, and he's going to have them mentally right and mentally prepared. He's going to help us get there. But I'm confident in this squad.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, we got the best player, we got the best coach, we got the best tight end.
Okay.
We got the better defense, we got the better defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I trust my defensive coordinator Spag against Kyle Shanahan, because Kyle Shanahan, what he's gonna do? Let me say this real quick. Kyle Shanahan gonna do something emotion to cost his team the game. Because he gets too emotional because he had no reason to lose that against the Patriots 28-3, and then for us to blitz them 21-0 in the fourth quarter. That's a coach who's coaching with his emotion. And like Algorithm said earlier, he's a young guy. He's trying to put his stamp on everything. He's gonna do something that's gonna cost him the game. We're gonna win. That's all I gotta say. Sorry I went over.
Boy, I hope you're right. You made that shit sound good, bro. I hope you're right, bro.
No. I was going to ask you.
Right, RJ. You get me hyped up, bro, when you be breaking it down like that.
Yeah.
You get me hyped up.
So
I see that mug shining.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
shining like new money, baby.
I mean, it's a great thing. But let's just, so is anybody, what is the concern? So let's talk about the concerns going into the game. We all talked about how we feel very confident. And I love it, but I know you're not all 100%. Algorithm, do you have any concerns going into the game?
You always have concerns because you always have to go into any situation prepared for anything. So only a fool will go in saying that, there's no chance the San Francisco 49ers are going to win this game. Andy Reid's not going to prepare that way. Patrick Mahomes not going to think like that. They're going to be ready for anything. My only concern in this game is the referees.
Is the referee?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that even in a Kansas City Chiefs victory, there's going to be some questionable calls in this game. The marketing, business is business. And I know we big Chief and we NFL fans, but business is business. You know what I mean? It's better business for the 49ers to win the Super Bowl.
It is.
So,
it definitely.
Yeah. I think we got to watch them refs. Sorry. That's what I think.
What you got for me, bro? What's your concerns, DJ?
Man, I think not only, but the biggest and heightened concern would be is making sure that our defense contains CMC. He's a great, offensive weapon, not just a running back. I mean, he won the offensive play. I mean, he earned it and deserved. Kind of think he even should have won the MVP, but whatever. But I really that concern that he's that good of a weapon, and making sure that our boys stay solid to their true position.
KoBayne, you got any concerns for this game?
I wouldn't say necessarily concerns. I think that, I take that back. The media and the amount of interviews and exposure that our team had, that always concerns me. But y'all know me, in our private group chat, I always make references to the overexposure and the potential for lack of focus. But y'all put me up on some game that I didn't know, which was that EB was kind of back into the family and into the fold. If he's been involved at all this week, I think that's going to make a substantial difference in terms of, our energy level when we come out. So, if we can come out with, an appropriate amount of energy, it's a Super Bowl. So, you expect some level of angst and anxiety and nervousness. But I think EB might be that, that equalizer. The level things out. Y'all put me up on that.
And for the Big Chief podcast, for our journalistic integrity, it was reported, just keep it clear, that Eric Bieniemy installed plays pre-game for the Ravens game. Mahomes even commented on the interview and said that when Eric Bieniemy was speaking, that it gave him goosebumps, reminded him of something. So that's been reported by the media. That's not something.
So whatever angst or whatever anxiety or nervousness that I might have had, I say 10, 20, 30% reduction because EB's in the mix in my year, and y'all can say this. My concern throughout the whole year has been our energy level and our attention to detail and our focus. And I think that he brings all three of those elements to his coaching style and his connection with the players on the team. So I don't really have any concerns. I just don't want to get overconfident. I believe that we're still going up against a good team that deserves to be there, that was favored in every game they've been in this season. And I don't want to be the type of person that's just going to have, not give them the credit that they've earned and deserve. We're going to have to put our best foot forward.
And they obviously deserve. They are the number one seed on the NFC. They've been a number one catalyst on the NFC. The last couple of years, they either lost in the NFC Championship game or they lost to us in the bowl. So the Niners have been hovering around that.
They hungry. They want it. They want their league back. Let's just be honest. They want their league back.
They want their league back. But let's just be clear. Yeah, we got that guy. And we got Pat, and we got a defense. And a lot of those Tom Brady years was predicated on defense. And he had a Hall of Fame defense. So, all right, great show, Felix. But I'm going to wrap this up. But I want to get everybody's final opinion on the game and the winner of the game. So, starting with RJ, tell me who you think going to win and the score.
It's no secret. You'd have made it this far. Ryan with 1-5. Ryan with the Kansas City Chiefs. 28-21.
We've been rocking this long time. I know you got the Chiefs winning. Do you got it a blowout or you got it a close game?
First and foremost, I want to reiterate that we got to enjoy this shit. We really got to enjoy it, man. Like, so what we doing, just us coming together doing this and assisting you with your podcast nut, we got to enjoy it, man. We got to really enjoy this shit. And the talk that we talking is real talk. This is real Chief talk that we talking here. This ain't no bullshit. But on your question, I'm going to go with Kansas City 27, San Francisco 17. I think the game is going to be last week 2.0. I think that the thing that has always given us an advantage against the 49ers is that initial play, that first 15, that if you know, from a coaching perspective, as an offensive coach, you go on with 15 scripted play. After that 15, you evaluate what you've seen, what you've done, and then you adjust your game plan going forward from there. So I think that first 15 script that Andy Reid comes out with is going to look like 4th of July fireworks show. We're going to get up on them, and I think it's going to be more of last week where we get a decisive lead, not a blowout lead, but Patrick Mahomes continues to make the plays in the third and fourth quarter that keep us arm distance from them. That's why I'm saying 27-17, maybe even 27-20.
Okay, DJ, what you
Kansas
got
City Chiefs victory.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I really believe that our linebackers aren't getting enough credit in this game. I believe that they are going to be the X factor. I think that they're going to get tested right away. However, again, due to the fact that they haven't gotten enough credit, they're going to have a little bit of extra octane in their system. By all means, not just stopping the run, but picks. Being aggressive. I know that we're ready. I'm not worried. I know it's going to be a good game. I know both squads earn and deserve, but I think that Chiefs is going to, of course, win. And I go with maybe like 21 to maybe like 32-33 Chiefs, man.
Okay. All right.
And I give that because I thought about 17, but I gave them a little bit more specifically because they're going to be in a hurry, right? And we don't do or play our best ball in the hurry, you know. So I believe that's what's going to go through.
KoBayne, what you got for me?
I got Chiefs 27-24. I got Bucker, bringing us another Lombardi home. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be tussle early. They're going to fill each other out. There's going to be a couple of mishaps here, there, the other.
Yeah.
But I think Chiefs 27-24. Bucker walks it away. We convert late and bring it home.
Okay. And this is what I want. Hey, listen, I respect everybody's opinion, but I'm about to tell you my opinion, and I think this is going to be facts and law. Listen, the Chiefs have been under the pressure every playoff game we have ever watched in Mahomes' era. We've been on the pins and needles, and we've been like, man, we just one play away. And last week it was like, if we could just do this, blah 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 blah. Guess what we're gonna be able to face this week? Sunday, the Chiefs is about to beat the brakes off the 49ers. This is about to be a relaxing Super Bowl. I'm talking about Denver versus Carolina Super Bowl. I'm talking about old school Denver versus Cleveland Browns. I'm talking about blowout. I don't give a damn what nobody's saying. Brock Purdy is not Mahomes. He's not on that level. He's not there. We just literally went to Josh Allen home and beat him. After that, we literally went to the regular season MVP and beat him. If y'all believe that this is about Brock Purdy winning the Super Bowl, I'm about to go to everybody's house and slap the shit out of them. You know why? Because the Chiefs is about to win this bowl. I'm talking about 38-13. I'm saying 33-19 type shit. I'm talking about, like, this is not about to
How you score 33, nigga?
You
ain't about to be close.
How you throw 33?
Well,
get that field goal. That 27, 2 field goals in a row.
There you go.
33. 4 field goals and 2 touchdowns.
It ain't about to
3
be
touchdowns.
close, bro. It's not about to be close. Not even
3 touchdowns, 4
You went
field
there.
goals.
You went
Y'all
there,
gonna
bro.
be able to sit back. Kurt, you coming to my crib for the bowl.
I'm coming over, bro.
We gonna be able to
I totally
sit back.
agree with you. You see, your score is just one touchdown the other way for me. I said 27-17. So you
Yeah.
saying 34-17. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
That'd be more realistic.
I think that Mahomes and them gonna manage the game, so it just ain't gonna. It's gonna be like I said. We gonna be up the whole game, and they gonna feel like they might come back, but they not gonna come back.
Hey,
The whole
Super Bowl.
your platform is relying on this bold statement, this cold bold statement that you just made. It's
Listen,
this is going up. This is out in the universe.
I know y'all seen
As long as we win.
the Chiefs we've been down in the Texas 24. Oh, we've been down, bro. We literally, even last Super Bowl, the Eagles was beating us in the half. We've been having pressure to win the game. All
Yeah.
I'm saying
On a bum
is that
ankle.
come
Yeah.
Sunday,
Yeah. God,
that
dog.
we're not going to have any of that. No pressure. We're going to be able to sit back, sip our Heineken, sip our tequila, and chill.
Oh yeah. I hope you're right.
So
Otherwise, it's gonna be a long day at your crib, man. So hopefully you got enough room for everybody, because we definitely plan on enjoying it. And like I'm with Algorithm, but as we get ready, I know we're going to close out, man. But I'm with his sentiments about how serious we should take this as a fan base in terms of enjoying the moment. The media is trying their best to steal it from us, making all these comparisons, and we can't even just enjoy the moment of 6 straight AFC Championship games, 4 Super Bowls, and this amount of years. We can't even enjoy it because we got to deal with these comparisons for no reason and all the extra hate.
I'm gonna say this.
All the extra hate that's going around. So I'm with Algorithm. I'm with Algorithm sentiments. Not to interrupt you, RJ, but I'm with his sentiments related to the fact that we've seen so much, experienced so much as a fan base. Why can't just enjoy the fact without any comparisons at all? Just enjoy the fact that we have one of the best quarterbacks ever to play the game. Enjoy the fact that we had a team that overcame and was resilient throughout the season when everybody counted them out for whatever reason, and we in the Super Bowl. Like, we don't get no time on that. It's literally like I feel the urgency on however this game ends out. I feel it. Like, if somehow we lose, I feel the urgency for them to cry. All of a sudden now they're going to crown Brock Purdy.
Yep. Right, we got to prove something else next week.
Going to point a finger at Mahomes, and somehow he's going to end up in the same category as Josh Allen and Burrow and others. I feel the urgency if we win to continue this conversation about Brady. And this nigga, he's 17 years younger than Brady. Think about that for a minute. He's 17 years younger than Brady, but that's what we got to listen to day in and day out and make the comparison to. We can't even just sit up and enjoy Michael Jordan dunking on niggas in the paint, or LeBron coming through as the GOAT in all white, playing the game like we can't enjoy just the brilliance of a great player playing a game that he loves and enjoy it. We got to deal with because of the society and the world that we live in. We got to deal with the distractions of a comparison. So I appreciate you, Algorithm, for bringing that forth earlier in the discussion, and I just hope more real true Chiefs fans, Chiefs fans enjoy the moment as bro recommended.
They out here and they know.
They trying to steal it from us, man.
So what do you got to say about that, RJ?
We're making history, man. People got to understand this is history being made. History.
So I'm gonna say my last piece here. Then you probably gonna close it out, but I'm gonna just encapsulate this run here that we've been on this year. They said that we couldn't do it. We couldn't win without having a bye. Well, we won without having a bye. Well, Mahomes he ain't never had to leave Kansas City except for the Super Bowl. So we went to our home away from home in Arrowhead Northeast, and we won there. Well, they surely can't go on the road to get to the Super Bowl in the AFC Championship game against the MVP with the best defense and the best team in the league. We can't make a new home in Baltimore going to Arrowhead East, or could we? Oh, okay, yeah, we went out to Arrowhead East. And then our true home away from home, where we always win, Arrowhead West. We will be hoisting a Lombardi trophy before the Raiders. We will hoist a Lombardi trophy in their house before they even host a playoff in their house. So Raider Nation, forget y'all. All right, y'all can enjoy us celebrating in y'all house on Sunday. Raider Nation.
So listen,
wow.
I really dislike the Raiders too. I really dislike the Raiders because they talk all this shit about the how we taking over they shit. Yeah, we take over your shit, bro. This what we do. We in the bowl. Y'all owner is a real bum type of disorder type of guy. Like he is really on a borderline of the symptoms of like mental disorder. So we all know. But anyway, man, look, man, I really enjoyed this.
Hey,
man.
It's either him that has that or his barber. We don't know which one.
Or somebody.
Both of them do. Both of them do.
Got the damn bowl cut. This never. But
can't
like
never Get over that.
It's a great time, man, and
Yeah,
like I said, man, it's like algorithm said, we
it's
need
time.
to really embrace this time and enjoy this time. And I really thank y'all for coming on and expressing y'all feelings. We gonna have more content going forward with the whole entire game. Subscribe, like, and hit this button. I really appreciate it, man. Great episode, fellas. We in the bowl, man. We in a Super Bowl, and we gonna get back to this after it's done. And we good.
Let's go to work.
Big Chief. The best.